Hey guys, FirstinWeather here, back at it again with another video. This video obviously is going to be about the potential snowstorm for Wednesday, and really things haven't changed much over the past day or so. Right now I'm going to start off with the upper air, and so this is definitely something that's important to look at. So this is the GFS model for 18Z Tuesday. If we take this through to 18Z Wednesday, you can see that it has a pretty good upper low right here, pretty good trough in the jet stream. And if you look at the previous run, so I'm going to go to the 12Z model run now. So the 12Z run is like this, then the 6Z, the 0Z. Now I'm going to go back to the 18Z run for the GFS, and I want you to see what happens. So I'm going forward again. So as you can see, there's been a slight shift downward with this upper level low, and what that does is, so it's gone from here now to over here, and that makes that negative tilt stronger. So basically, for every reaction, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So when this thing is going down like this, and when that's stronger, the system over here is forced to go further north, and it also makes it stronger. It also gives more precipitation and moisture to this area. So that is definitely something that's interesting to see, because with this thing getting more negatively tilted, you're getting a little more precipitation over here especially, and that's definitely something that's going to be interesting to watch. Now this the European model has really been one thing, I want to apologize for my weird voice today. I've been fighting a cold now for the past couple of days, so I apologize for that. But back at returning to the European model. So the European model, I've noticed, has been really inaccurate in the mid-range, especially compared to the GFS. The GFS has really been doing much better than the GFS this winter, and I don't know if it's just for us or like for a large area, but it's definitely something that's quite interesting. So the European model has really been quite off. Even now, I'm not really buying what it's saying. I think the GFS is handling the storm much better than the European model. And right now, actually, we're getting the latest NAM model runs. So if we go to that real quick, let me go to the 12K. Let me wait for this to load real quick. So it's 28 hours out, not far enough yet, but it's almost there. If we take this all the way through, you can see that we have the snow right here coming in. This is 4Z Wednesday, so this is late night Tuesday, and really nothing much has changed. But if we look at the upper air real quick, let's see. If we go to the previous run and now compared to this one, so not really any significant changes. Maybe a little bit stronger, just a very small change. Nothing really significant there. So now I'm going to go to the regional view for Virginia, because I know most of my viewers are in the southeast and northeast. Sorry, northeast, but right now I'm going to focus on the southeast. And if we look at this, so this is 1 a.m. Wednesday, 60 Wednesday, so 1 a.m., 2 a.m., something like that. That's when the snow is going to start to arrive. It's going to start knocking on our doorstep. And so that's going to come through. If we go to 12Z, this is 7 a.m. Wednesday. We got some pretty good snows, a little pocket of moderate snow in some areas. Then we go to 18Z, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. You have a little area of moderate to heavy snow over here. And that's really interesting, because that's been the trend in the models, even the European now, for the past few runs. So it's looking like the biggest area for seeing snow in this snowstorm is going to be southwestern Virginia. Or portions of the southwestern portions of the Piedmont, excuse me. So this is 18Z 2 o'clock, and then everything's out by 7-8 o'clock, with most areas having the snow ending by 4 or 5. Now, keep in mind, high temperatures tomorrow are going to be below freezing, right around 29-30 degrees. So this will all be snow. And the upper levels of the atmosphere are not going to be warm. The lower levels are not going to be warm either. So this is essentially an all snow event. You might have a little bit of rain in the mixed precipitation in the beginning, but that again only for couple minutes. I highly doubt that will even happen. The mixing and freezing rain and sleet will happen more in this area right here at the onset of the storm. But again, all snow event, so the roads are going to become really dangerous to travel on. And keep in mind, even half an inch of snow is going to cancel schools for Thursday, because a half an inch of snow is going to stick on the roads, and that's really hard to drive on. Plus, since Tuesday will be quite warm with high temperatures in the mid-40s for the region, once that snow starts, there will be an initial period of melting on the roads, and so once the snow starts sticking, there's going to be a little thin coating of ice on the roads, and then snow on top of that. So that's even worse than the snowstorm we had on January 4th. So now let's look at what the GFS is saying for snow totals. Let's look at this real quick. So again, the GFS is saying a good area of 3 to 4 inches in southwestern Virginia, and then for western Henrico about 1 to 2 inches, maybe 3 inches if we get lucky. But right now it's really looking like this area is going to see the worst of the storm. Again, this is a really small snow event, but still, anything in Virginia basically makes people go crazy. But yeah, 2 inches, 1 to 2 inches for the metro area. If you go up to Charlottesville, maybe about 1 to 3 inches. DC, coating to an inch, maybe 2 inches. Southeastern Virginia, about 1 to 2 inches. And yeah, that's basically it. It's going to be interesting to see how the models trend upwards or downwards with the snow totals tomorrow. And another thing I want to talk about is the snow ratio. So let me go to pivotal weather models real quick. Actually no, I'll probably do that tomorrow in a video if I have the time. But again, snow ratios will be around 12 inches of snow for every 1 inch of rain. We could see snow ratios about 12 to 14 inches for every 1 inch of rain. And so forecasted precipitation amounts for the west end of Henrico are about 0.2 to 0.3, and for Metro Richmond they're around 0.10 to 0.2. So again, I'm thinking a good 1 to 3 inches for the metro area. This could drop or rise depending on the latest model runs for tomorrow. So let me go back to this NAM solution real quick. Let's go back to this. Alright, so this is 9Z Wednesday. You have the snow coming in. Actually, pretty good clip of snow. This snow is pretty moderate, actually. That's good for snow lovers. And as you can see, it comes in around 10Z Wednesday. But look at this. The baggage of the snow is already right here. That's a really small line of snow. So that is bad news for snow lovers, again. But again, it should expand depending on when this low pressure system forms and goes up the coast. That's all dependent on the upper level low, which I was talking about earlier. The upper level low is basically that negative tilt I was talking about. So depending on how strong that is, when that where that upper level low forms will determine when we see and how long we see the snowfall. And so I've been looking at a lot of models, and a lot of them are saying about 1 inch, 2 inches, but none of them are really saying 3-4 inches of snow. So there's not really the potential. So usually when you have a snowfall forecast, you go from meteorologists can say 2 to 6 inches for this area. So there's a lot of variability. But in this snowstorm, it's going to be more uniform. So I'm thinking for one area 1 to 2 inches for a broad area, then a broad area southwest of that 3 to 4 inches. So not much change involved. So now, without further ado, here is my snowfall forecast for Virginia and especially central Virginia. So got a little image off Google. I know this is not really the most professional snow map, but I don't really have that much time to make a proper snow map. I'm sorry about that. I'll make sure to make a better one in future videos. But let me start off with the snow map right now. So I'm going to be looking primarily at the GFS because I really do feel like that model is handling the system the best right now out of all the weather models, or most of them, especially the European, because the European, I don't know what the European is doing. Like, it's really just been terrible these past few weeks, really making me mad. Well, not actually that mad, but the European really has shown some big snowstorms, then at the last second, or like a couple of days before, really just evaporates the risk of snow. So I've decided to really focus on the GFS for this snowstorm. So I think the winner for this storm as of now, let me state that as of now, snow totals always change the day before the storm. They always adjust slightly oh, sorry, that was not what I intended to say. Slightly fluctuate. I did not mean to say the F word right there. Sorry about that, guys. Little tongue twist right there. My apologies. But again, so these snow totals tend to fluctuate like the day before the storm. So as you can see, right, I'm gonna put this a broad area right here, something like this. Keep in mind, Richmond is somewhere right here, and then Charlottesville is somewhere right here, DC up here, and then Virginia Beach right here. So this area I think is gonna see about 2 to maybe 4 inches of snow. All right, and this could expand tomorrow to this area, maybe all creeping up to Richmond and then going down right here. But we'll have to see about that. Then in let's see, I think we're gonna have a good area. Let me go back to the GFS. I'm really primarily basing this off the GFS, but again, I also have some of my own factors that a model can't predict. But let me go back to the thing right here. Yeah, so I think it's gonna be more of wraparound. So over here, may extend that. I think this area is gonna see 1 to 2. This may go up. I think I might raise this to 1 to 3 actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 1 to 3 for this area. Obviously, you're more favored to get 3 inches as you head further south, and more favored to get 1 to 2 inches as you head further north. And then this area, I really think you're not gonna get much out of the system. I'm sorry, guys. DC, you've just had a bad winter this year. Not really seeing any good snowstorms, because this entire winter we've not really seen a traditional mid-Atlantic snowstorm. They've all been really weird. So DC has not really been favored that much. So if we go to DC now, in that area, I'm thinking, this is a weird color, I'm sorry about that. Thinking a trace. No, that's too less actually. Sorry about that. I think I'm gonna go with half an inch to maybe 1.5 inches. That seems good for that area. So 0.5 to 1.5. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking for this area. Again, I'm gonna tweak this snowfall forecast. I'm thinking I might have to expand this area of red. Well, let me try to find that color. Let's see if I can. Nope. Okay, got it. This might expand to this area. It bears watching. And then also, this might even expand a little bit north. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me make my official snowfall forecast right now. Alright, so let me make it clean and let me make it look nice. So I got my thoughts out. Now I'm gonna make it final for what I think right now. Okay, so red. No, I'm gonna redo that. Sorry about that. Just want to get this perfect. So 2 to 4 for right here. Isolated 5, maybe. If you get super lucky, or in some people's case, super unlucky, you might get an isolated 5-inch total for this area. Alright, now if we go to Central Virginia or areas north of this, I think we're gonna see a good 1 to 3 possibly. I think we're going to be seeing more of the 1 to 2 inches for this area, but again, this will change, and I'll update you if I get the time tomorrow to make a YouTube video. If not, I'll probably not be able to update you guys. I'm sorry about that. I'll try my best to make a YouTube video tomorrow. I'll try when I come back from school. I'll really try my best, but no guarantees. I'm sorry about that, guys. But again, right now I think 1 to 3 for the Richmond metro area. and so this is where Richmond is right now. So 1 to 3 for this area right here. And then if we go out and let me choose a weird color, I'll use that. Actually, no. Let me use something else. Let's see. I can use this light blue. Think for this area. Then with that, think basically everywhere else. Basically, I would say a coating. So coating to maybe 2 inches. That's what I'm thinking right now. This area might see more. I'm thinking of raising this in my next snowfall update. I think this area will see slightly more, maybe potentially. I may have to raise this blue up till here. We'll see about that. But that's my forecast for right now. 1 to 3 inches for the metro area. Most likely 1 to 2 inches, 3 inches in isolated spots, and the bullseye for this storm as of now, 2 to 4 inches in southwestern Virginia. That's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for taking your time to watch this. I hope you liked it. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, make sure to leave them in the comment section below, and I'll see you next time.